Hello, my friends. Today I am going to be taking you through the requirements for your new project in science with Mr. Camman, and it is creating a zine. So we are going to start at Jesuit Portland, go under the Academics tab, get to the Clark Library main page, and to do that under Academics, click Clark Library, and then make sure you click here on these green letters in order to get to our main library page. Research Guides is the tab you want, and then scroll down to the science section until you see Atomic Theory Scientist Zine. So here we have a whole lot of information that will help you to get this project done. Today I'm just going over the requirements and the rubric, okay? So just those two pieces. Zine requirements. You should have this on a paper that Mr. Camman gave you so you can follow along with me. And if you have any questions when we meet up in class next, then you will have a chance to ask those questions. So page 1 is going to be the title of your zine. That is going to be your scientist and the atomic theory. So for example, if your scientist is Eugene Goldstein, then it's going to be Eugene Goldstein and the atomic theory. Pretty basic. We tried to make it as painless as possible. Then you're going to find an image of your scientist, and you're going to put your name, date, period, and teacher on there. Page 2 is going to be a well-developed paragraph, 5 to 7 sentences, your own words, of course, as usual. And you're going to be writing an overview of the atomic scientist's theory. Sorry, of the scientist's atomic theory. Sorry, I got that mixed up. Sorry about that. And then you're going to also put just an image on that page. So nothing too spectacular. This page is going to be checked off by Mr. Camman, and that is going to be on October 22nd. So when you come to class on October 22nd, you need to have at least a rough draft done of this paragraph. So you may want to put a little star by that and write 1022 on there. Mr. Camman needs to make sure that you understand what this atomic theory is as it relates to your scientist. So be sure you have that section finished, or at least a rough draft. Page 3, well-developed paragraph. Again, your own words, 5 to 7 sentences, same. And in this paragraph, you're going to be explaining how did this scientist come about to make this discovery. Page 4, and this page is going to be a little bit challenging, I think, for a couple of reasons. You're going to be drawing a 3 or 4 frame comic strip, and you're going to use words and pictures. Note that you can use stick figures. That's just fine. We're not grading you on the art. We're grading you on the concept, but you're going to be explaining how this discovery affects you and your life. This may be a little bit challenging for some of you because you don't feel like you're very artistic. And it may be challenging to some of you because it might be a little bit difficult to figure out how does that discovery affect your life. I want you to put a star by page 4 as well, so that when you check in with Mr. Camman about page 2 and your scientist's atomic theory, if you are unclear on how that discovery affects you, you will have a chance to talk to him then. Okay. There are some comic strip generators online which are pretty fun to use. They're sort of drag and drop and then add your own text. So take a look at those if you don't feel very artsy. But again, remember, we are not grading on the art, and stick figures are perfectly fine. Page 5, you're going to create 5 bulleted fun facts list about your topic. We picked 3 of those for you: the year of discovery, the nationality, and the place of the experiment or the discovery. And then you have to find and add 2 more of your own. Please label that page Fun Facts or Fast Facts. Page 6, you will be drawing an atomic model of your assigned element. So all of you should have been assigned an element. If you haven't been assigned one yet, you will be assigned one shortly. You will include the name of the atom at the top of the page. And the drawing needs to be in full color. One question we got last time we did this project was, is the atomic model related to our scientist? The question is maybe. For some of you, yes. The atomic model will be related to your scientist, but for many of you, the atomic model will not. It's just relating the 2 different things together. Elements made up of atoms and the atomic theory. So you may not see a direct correlation between your atom and your scientist. Page 7, you're creating one fun activity like a crossword puzzle, a word find, a word scramble. There are lots of choices we gave you here. It could be any of these that we listed, or it could be one that you come up with yourself. If you do a word activity like a crossword puzzle or a word find, whatever, you should use at least 10 words. Page 8, that's the back cover. That's the place where you put the about the author, 3 to 5 sentences about yourself. You usually write those in third person. Aaron Fitzpatrick Bjorn is a librarian at Jesuit High School, etc. You're going to put your works cited on this page in MLA format. It's going to be 3 sources minimum, and 2 of those need to come from our resources page, which we'll be showing you pretty soon here. You can use all 3 from our library resources if you want to. That's totally fine. You do not have to cite images for this project only because we're pretty limited in our space, and so we want you to cite the information this time. You may not use wikis like Wikipedia for this project, so keep that in mind. That may not be one of your sources. And then the last thing you need to put is copyright 2018 Seder Press. Okay. Formatting ideas, we're going to show you quite a lot of examples for these, but you can do handwritten, you can cut and paste letters, you can use stencils, you can type out your text and cut it out and paste it on, or you can type all of this right into Pages or right into Word, or you can come up with something clever on your own, combine any of those that you want. So those are the requirements for the project, and we will have more information for you in the next video or in the next in-class presentation. So we'll talk to you soon, and if you have questions, bring those to us then. Thanks.